Simbabora Chinuchedu went out. The same story. Tell one Bikita Minerals 1-1 after 19 minutes. Penalty shootout. The Lithium boys, Bikita Minerals knocking out the Wi-Fi boys. Same story at Mandava Stadium. FC Platinum Manika Diamonds deadlocked 0-0 after 90 minutes. Penalty shootout and Pure Platinum play knocked out. So a day of 3 Chibuku Super Shocks. Are we going to get more Super Shocks? I don't know for the Chibuku Super Cup. Your guess is as good as mine. Because here, fancied, right, Ngezi Platinum. You never know. Etsakufa, the team that is running high, burning everything in their wake. Scotland, Maviravira, they are playing, they are there at Sakuva Stadium, hosting Boys Zenaro Green Fuel. And still talking about Scotland, would like to say congratulations to their head coach Stanza Tonderai Ndiraya for being voted the July coach of the month, and also the player of the month coming from Maviravira, the man we call Toro. Yes, you know who he is, Timon Machope. Right, to help us get a better insight on what is happening today at Baobab Stadium, about 160 kilometers from the capital. Let's say hello. I've actually got 2 staunch Liverpool supporters. Can you believe it? Munwe Boro flanked by Liverpool supporters. First, let's say hello to the man we call Jose. He is Joseph Nkani. Well, Jose, it's always good. And yesterday, a day of Chibuku Super Shocks.
Super Shocks. When you did CNN, you never walk alone. We always work together. And it's good to be here at Baobab Stadium, where today we are witnessing a game that is pitting Ngezi, Platinum, and Triangle. Triangle, who themselves haven't been on the roll in terms of their form coming into this particular game. If you look at their past 5 games, they've 4 draws and only one. So, but look, this is a cup competition. Anything can happen. It's a short run to glory, and anyone will want it.
That's right. Anyone who wanted. Yesterday, remember, Chief Justice Majavi said, if Simbabora cannot beat us, if it goes into a penalty shootout, they're out. And that's what happened. So, we'll see another penalty shootout here. And let's say hello again. We were together yesterday in Norton and Ngoni Stadium. We are together today here. And Joseph Nkani was in the commentary box as well. Let's say hello to the man we call Coach Bex, Bekimpilo Nyoni. Coach Bex, are we going to see another Chibuku Super Shock here at the Baobab Stadium?
Good afternoon, CNN. And we are looking forward to a shock in this competition, because Chibuku has not been a tournament for, especially has not been a tournament where you say a small team is going to be beaten. This team is going to be beaten. It's really shocks. I think the only result which came almost like straight, which everyone expected to come that way, was Caps United versus Moss. But the other 3 were really shocks, and I think for you to term it a weekend of shocks, it's really good. And I want to believe these 2 games are going to add one of the 2 teams.
That's right, Chibuku Super Shocks. We've got 2 games playing today. The other 2 have been postponed. The PSL, the Premier Soccer League, will advise you on when they will be happening. That one is ZPC Kariba Kawiaga Turu taking on the Gamecocks Chickenina, and the other one, the high flying students Herentals taking on Ibozo Highlanders. But today, right, Jose, today Triangle come in as the underdogs. So their coach Kaka Genesis Mangombe, do you think will he have told his players to say, listen, no pressure, 0 pressure, let's go out there and do our stuff?
Yeah, I'm sure that's pretty much an obvious message for Coach Genesis Mangombe. Remember, Genesis Mangombe himself is not a rookie in the game. He's actually a seasoned coach in the Premiership. We also remember he did a stint in East Africa, in Tanzania, and then he bounced back to Triangle. And if you look at the trend of Triangle's games now after Genesis Mangombe took over, you can see stability. And Triangle is actually one team that is playing outside the spotlight, but they're going about their business, doing very well.
Yeah,
but
Jose, sorry to butt in, because we are ready to see the 2 teams arriving. Of course, first we will start with Madamburo. Madamburo arriving here at Baobab Stadium, looking plush as they drive here, Jose.
Yes, I was saying that Genesis Mangombe will definitely send a message to his boys to say, let's be calm, let's be collected, let's do our thing. And when I looked at the lineup for Triangle, it's actually a team that is made up of seasoned campaigners. You know, I looked at their average age; it's actually higher than the average age for the home team Ngezi Platinum. So I think even the players themselves, they've been in the trenches, they've been in the terrain, they know what it means to play in such kind of high pressure games. So they will not come into this game as as scared as it were, but they are underdogs, yes. But in terms of putting a show, showing us what they can do, I think it's something that we can expect. And I think a shocker can be brewed this afternoon from
from Triangle, a shocker, as we see Ngezi Platinum there, Madamburo just arriving, and of course the next to arrive, just following closely, the Sugar Boys. They want to sweeten today's encounter. As you heard Jose saying that we might get a shock, but Coach Bex, let's talk about Ngezi Platinum themselves. Madamburo, they haven't been as consistent as they were the last 2 seasons. It has been a topsy-turvy season. So what do you think that their coach Deco will have instilled a message, a sort of message? What kind of message would he have instilled into his squad?
Yes, definitely. They will definitely say, let's look at the league. The chances of us winning the league are becoming slimmer and slimmer if they look at the league at the moment. So the easiest thing to go for now is to go for the Chibuku trophy. And the only way of doing it is to start making sure that we are home, we are playing a team who has not been winning in the past 4 games. They haven't won, they only won 1 out of 5. So let's go there and try to make sure that we put as much as we can in defense. Let's be tight, and especially in midfield. People like Talent Chamboko, definitely he'll be the one who will be driving the team with Derek Murimba in front, expecting him to be giving them the goals. And also there is Tinashe Mavudzi, who scored against Highlanders last weekend, and I'm sure Deco is looking at him to say, can you continue from where we left, so that at least we can get the goal which will finally give us the win in this competition.
Yes, in case you're wondering, Deco. I say Deco. Coach Beck said Deco. That's the nickname of the Ngezi Platinum head coach, Tekshua Chiragwi. Yes, that is the head coach of Ngezi Platinum. So, Jose, as we look at the fans here, it's not a full house, but maybe we'll get more people coming in.
Yeah, I anticipate a larger crowd than we are seeing now. I think people are still finding their way to the Baobab Stadium. Look, this is a closed community. It's a mining town, and they know what time they want to show up at the stadium to root behind their team. And I think we're going to see a bigger crowd than we are seeing at the moment. Yes.
Right. What we're going to do now, I just want you to take a listen to what the fans were saying before they came into Baobab Stadium. I can tell you, the standard scoreline was 2-0 in favor of Madambura. So, let's see what these Madambura fans had to say. Take a listen.
Madamburu ndotoziva kuti Madamburu itimu yatinoziva kuti tinosvika kumafainal.
Hai, game lanamutambo nasiyawina. Sifuna kuyichaya itriangle noma 2-0 yesikhangeleleyo ilanga namuhla.
Scoreline yalasi ndisizwa ngamira siyebhathi
apa game rechibuku apa tikutazira kurova 3-0. Right, you heard them, hey, you heard them. The Madamburo fans are looking brimming with confidence. Or on another note, we were treated so well by the chief security officer here at Ngezi. His name is Mr. Makusha. I had to ask him his name. They should set an example to some of the venues that we go there, and some people are just trying to be naughty, difficult. Here, smooth. Thanks once again to Mr. Makusha, the chief security officer here. Other marshals and other security officers must take a cue from this guy here. Coach Bex, just quickly, we were treated like royalty here.
Yes, definitely. Very good. And I think that's exactly what we expect wherever we are going, because we are on duty. Yep. We should be respected as people who are on duty.
That's right. Okay. Right. What we did, as always, is talk to the two gaffers, and we will forego that because one of them did not arrive in time, so we're going to drop both. So let's talk about the game, and in this moment, I'm going to ask the two Liverpool supporters not about what they think about this season. I beg your pardon. Let's find out the forecast. First from Jose.
When I looked at the head-to-head record for these two teams, I think we've always had a goal in most of their games, in last 10 games. So I'll give it a 2-1 win to Ngezi, but still I'm not ruling out Triangle brewing up a shocker. But at the moment, just looking at the trends and the stats and most likely probability, Ngezi Platinum will pip them 2-1.
Okay. Right. Not ruling out a Chibuku super shock, but still going for Ngezi to win 2-1. Let's find out what Coach Bex has to say about this.
Yes. As for Ngezi, I think Ngezi are going to win this game 1-0. Just 1-0 to me is fine. And
so, Coach Bex, or let's start with Jose. Jose, 2-1, Ngezi. Coach Bex, 1-0, Ngezi. So, you know what Legendary is going to say. I think it's going to be another Chibuku super shock here. I focus Triangle to win by 1-0. Yes, you heard me right. Yesterday, 3 Chibuku super shocks, and I think at Sakuva, no, we are not there. I don't want to predict what could happen at Sakuva there between Maviravira and Boys Zenaro. So, Jose, we see that Triangle, you were talking about the age being, a bit high. Veterans, seasoned campaigners, we've seen it all, like Tabani Kamsoko is one, and Ali Sadiki,
yes,
is another one.
Yes,
yes. Well, Blessing Sarupinda is on the bench, another veteran.
Another veteran as well, yes.
Yeah. So you see, they are run by these 30 plus. Remember, life begins at 40 in case you start running wild. Now, they're just 30 plus. Of course, life begins at 40. And those are the veterans who should drive a Triangle, who, of course, knocked out Kwekwe United at Mandava in the preliminary round by 1-0. Ali Sadiki scoring that killer goal. And, Jose, we talked about who to watch out for from Triangle, Coach Bex, and who to watch out for from Ngezi Platinum, you think?
Well, from Ngezi Platinum, I think it's a team that plays more as a unit. But I also noticed that season campaign and Kadri Amin is actually on the bench. So you then realize that maybe Ngezi Platinum is a team that is on a transition, where they are trying to rebuild and remold their team. So I won't pick up any specific names from Ngezi Platinum to come out and be maybe winning the trump card.
I'll tell you what, Jose, Coach Bex wants to pick out 1 or 2 players, he thinks.
Definitely Kudzai Chiguida in defense. He will be the key player. Talent Shamboko, Telerik Murinda, Tinashe Mavudzi. Those are some of the players whom I'm sure they are going to be carrying Madamburo. But when you look at the Madamburo team, it's a team which has shown that at home they've been collecting points, and as a result, definitely they will play as a unit and try to make sure. Farai Madananga, we don't want to forget him in midfield. He has been really the key player for them, and I'm sure he's going to be dictating the pace to direct how Madamburo are going to be giving problems to the opponents.
Right, I'll tell you what, the other coach arrived, so we're going to give you, as always, both coaches. The first one, of course, Deco, that's Tekshua Chiragwi, and of course, followed by Kaka, Genesis Mangombe. Take a listen.
We are ready for this game, and as you can see, a cup is got full of surprises. So today, if we can do what we've been training and what we've been preparing, I think this game is going to be easy for us. Yeah, it's a game of football, but we don't dwell much on history. Why? Because at times we have a lot of changes there. Reinforcements, technical changes, so everything has changed. And we also try to play to our level best so that we upset them on their own backyard.
Yeah, firstly I want to thank God for the opportunity to participate in the Chibuku Super Cup, and also want to thank the sponsors for Chibuku to give us the opportunity to also play in that tournament. It also gives a lot of mileage to the players, and coming into the game, I think the difference is on the competition name, but football is the same. What is important is to make sure we do everything that we did during training, and I hope today we are on the right foot to make sure we can also come up with a positive result, especially playing at home. I think it's very, very important to make sure we grab the results. And the results always, as a coach, he always wants to win games, but it's not a walk in the park. We really need to work very hard and make sure we do everything correctly.
Right. So we are now going to stand to attention for the Zimbabwe national anthem. Then join Stanley Katande and Joseph Nkani. We'll be talking to you at halftime.
Anthem as we welcome you all to Baobab Stadium here in Ngezi. When Ngezi Platinum are taking on Triangle, who have traveled all the way from Triangle. And you see the is Ngezi Platinum.
Jersey number 5, Kashtigu Leslie. Jersey number 27, Katumba Brooklyn. Jersey number 3, Gurende Nyasha. Jersey number 8,
as Texture Chigagwe even says that
Makue McDonald. Jersey number 22, Gwena Adam. Jersey number 33, Madana Ngafarai.
Conducted there by Juanele Manenda, the center referee, and the respective skippers. That's Chamboko and Tabani Kamsoko, a veteran with Sidito in local football. Part of the Madamburo bench, as you see there, the gaffer, Kekshua Chiragwi, standing. That is Triangle now into their group huddle to reinforce team spirit. Let's see how the Genesis on the coach side will do this afternoon. Genesis Mangombe, a young man who has thrust himself into the deep end in Zimbabwean football, taking charge of Triangle. We started the season with so many they moved elsewhere. Genesis Mount took over. Interesting to see how they will do. They beat Kwekwe United by 1-0 at the weekend. Scored by Ali Sadiki, one of their players with lots of experience at this level. The Namburo themselves going through their pre-match ritual. It'll be very interesting to see how they will do today. Machengete, Pedra and company would like to stand toe-to-toe with the Premier League thoroughbreds. That's Madamburo. In goal, they do have Takunda Chikosi, Triangle, Jordan Pedra. Nomo Nyerere has moved from Dynamos to Triangle. Praise Machengete, Arnold Mawadza, Monashe Bamara. That man is one man that they should watch very closely as we get underway here at the Baobab Stadium. This one played into touch almost immediately. That is Madamburo defending the goal away to our right. And they're playing from right to left with Triangle. Sugar Boys playing from left to right. They are in red. That's Genesis Mangombe, their coach. As this one is played into the area. Bamara has got a touch. Chamboko takes it away. This one still the Triangle player has gone down. The referee says play on. Even his team is playing on. Finally the referee has stopped play. I'm surprised. What exactly happened there? To me it looked like he shoved the Ngezi Platinum player. Look at that, look at that. Yes, I think it explains why one of the technical men has been given a yellow card. I think it's for putting that ball onto the field of play to force the referee to stop play. Here they come now. That's a good looking cross into the area. Good running by the striker there. Arrived right on time, but the goalkeeper was a shed footer. This one comes through to the near side here. Madanaga Farai lays it square. Oh, and they've lost it, but Bamara doesn't have the pace. It rolls out of play for a throw-in, which they will take through Kudzai Chikwida. Triangle now will dispatch that throw-in with McDonald Bakue. It's taken down by Bamara, who on his day can destroy any team in the country. Ngwena Adam with jersey number 22. Here's Madanaga, a very versatile player. Sometimes deployed in the middle of the park as a defensive midfielder. And today, playing as a left back. Farai Madanaga. Plays it through in Triangle. Fighting for possession, and this one should go out for what looks like a goal kick. Take Chiragui applauding his players. Genesis Mamombe directing operations from the touchline. Chikosi to take it. Clips a long one. Hit it away by Madanaga, who lays it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Not a very good clearance, but it's picked up in the middle of the park as they try to push through. And this one is pushed all the way to the goalkeeper again. Chikosi Takunda keeping goal for Triangle, the Sugar Boys. Ball is out of play, and clearly the Triangle player not in a hurry to take this throw in. Carlos Msimwa it is, who is walking all the way to the correct position before executing this throw in. Let's welcome those joining us for the first time. It's only 5 minutes. Ball inside the area, finally cleared away. It looked dangerous. It was a long throw by Triangle. They've done well to play this one through, getting into each other's way. And finally headed back to the goalkeeper. Darlington Murasiranwa of Ngezi Platinum. And some of the players on the bench waiting for their turn to do duty for their team. Can they make the changes necessary to pull through to the next round? Your guess is as good as mine. Murasiranwa still with the ball, virtually walking and forcing everyone to backpedal, but finally plays it through. And Triangle now heading it forward, but easily dealt with. Here comes now Madamburo. Good turn away by Chiguida. Still in possession, slips it through. Again, Chamboko can't fasten onto that pass. Comes to the near side. Good 1-2 by Triangle. The return pass a bit long. Good pace by the Triangle player. And the back pass is short. Easily picked up there by Kamsoko. Another poor clearance. Now he's in trouble. But then the youngster's touch lets him down. That was a bit overzealous. Mavudzi Young Tinashe. He failed to take advantage, and the Triangle outfit there must be happy with what happened. Here's Chamboko now. Drifting to the edge of the area, but finally taken away. Back on the near side. Mavudzi once again races for this one. Nicely taken through. Chamboko fighting through and through, but it's scrambled away for a throw in from the near side here. Nyasha Granger. As we take a look at the incident once again. Kamsoko was also involved, and finally it was scrambled away by Arnold Mawadza. Now Madamburo in possession. And this one, I think it rolled out of play. That's why the ref has blown, so that a throw-in can be taken. And I'm surprised that Triangle are already warming up some of their players.
I think there was a shake-footing incident. It's actually a free kick to Madamburo. But of course, the referee had stopped play to put the goalkeeper. Was actually on the ground. There was a shake-foul there for Mafudzi.
Yes, Mafudzi being harassed unfairly, and finally he gets a free kick. A free kick that they will take. This is more like a corner. How will they take it? Let's just wait and find out. It's Ngezi Platinum versus Triangle. The team that has come from right down there in the Hippo Valley. In Chiredzi. Here comes the kick, straight to the goalkeeper. He didn't have a good sight of it and was kind of surprised that it got to him so quickly. It could have been a big issue for him. Now triangle with Ali Sadiqi, the scorer of the goal that has brought them this far. But again, the cross not good enough, taken away easily there by Murasirana Darlington, who rolls it to the far side. As play continues here between Badamburo and the Sugar Boys. Goalkeeper now to play downfield, but he decides to play it short. Mawadza playing it through for Nomo Nyerere, former Dimbare player. Now turning out for triangle. No prizes for guessing who took him there. Well, if you didn't know, Genesis Mangombe is a former Dimbare coach, and he's got lots of connections with the Dynamos players. Triangle now trying to go forward with their captain Chamboko, and this one straight to the goalkeeper, who clears downfield Murasirana. And once again, all the way back to Chikosi Takunda, the triangle goalminder. This is Madamburo goalminder rather. It's Darlington Murasiranwa. The match well started off at a pedestrian pace. 11 minutes played. And once again all the way back to the goalkeeper. We're witnessing some negative play here, Joe. 10 minutes played, nothing much to write home about, is it? There is the PSL officials, Kudzai Bare, watching proceedings here as part of her job.
It's been scrappy for the past 10 minutes. Both teams have actually found their ability and stopped their authority in the game. So it's been scrappy, that's why you've seen a number of errors, which fortunately haven't been punished so far by either team. But yeah, not really a good game so far.
Oh yes, indeed, it can be a lot better. I remember covering Triangle several times, once against Scotland in the first match of the season. They were very unlucky to lose by 1-0 through a back pass that surprised the goalkeeper, who was also coming out when the defender decided to play it back to him. But otherwise they were a very, very good outfit on that day. Here they are, the clearance. And this one runs into touch. Throw in.
They are not a bad side, as it were, because if you look at their last 10 games, they've only recorded 3 wins and 7 draws and no loss. They haven't lost a game in the last 10 games, but it's only the draws that has been their biggest undoing. They are holding too many draws. If only they could convert even half of those draws into wins, I think something could come out of them. They are not a bad side, Triangle.
Yeah, definitely not a bad side. All you need is, I think, 1 or 2 good results, and then they will start playing true to their form. Now a free kick by Ali Sadiqi. Oh, this is a good looking one. It drops in the center and easily taken away by the goalkeeper, with witness Shave trying to go down in order to fool the referee. Didn't happen. Here they come now with Carlos Msimwa. Gain another aimless ball. And this one played wide to the far side. The Ngezi Platinum player doesn't have the pace. Chirwa Gomezani playing as a right back. This is Bamara, was outstanding in that particular first encounter that I referred to against Scotland. He picked up an injury and hasn't been playing for quite some time. I remember I think he's now playing no more than 10 games. That's what happened. Everybody knows all about him, so the attention is a bit overzealous. And I must say the ref is right on that occasion to give him the benefit of doubt. Free kick. Taken short, Mawadza. Here it comes to the near side here. Praise Machengete. And this one played too far ahead of the intended target, Tawanda Chatuluka. He couldn't get to it. Madanaga. And this one again played into touch with the triangle coach. He's playing some footballing skills of his own. That's a long throw, Jordan Pedra. Wearing just number 3, plays as a right back. Pedra will take a throw while others are taking a drink and enjoying themselves here at the Baobab Stadium. 0-0 the scoreline. 15 minutes played. To those of you joining us for the first time, and this throw will come. Carlos Msimwa. Msimwa's long throw inside the area, headed away by Madamburo Kamsoko. As we confirm the scoreline, 0-0. Surely Madamburo, we expected to be playing a lot better than this. How can they do this one? Gomezani lays it backwards. Another long effort, aiming it for Munashe, but this one runs out of play. Quickly taken. That's a good touch. Madamburo now still in possession. This is Madanaga with another wayward pass. Triangle are defending well, playing that ball all the way to their big defender, who guides it back to the goalkeeper. Darlington Murasiranwa to Kudzai Chiguida. It's back to Murasiranwa once more. Still Murasiranwa keeping the ball. He's drifting out of his area for miles. He must be careful, because one of these days Triangle might decide to swarm him. Free kick in a good looking position for Madamburo. But the big question, Joe, is do they have a big hitter of such situations?
I remember Ngezi Platinum used to have Neva Tigere, who would come in handy in such situations. So now that is away at Simba Bora. So we want to see if there's an alternative set piece taker on behalf of Ngezi. But I remember Neva Tigere in this situation.
Yes, Neva Tigere was always a tricky customer. Despite his age, he continues to do better, getting better and better like wine. The Simba Bora midfielder. But of course, as you all know by now, yesterday they were subdued by stubborn Dynamos, who won their 3rd game in a row. They had won only 3 games for the best part of the season, and they have managed to win 3 in less than 2 weeks. One of the games, of course, was played midweek. This is Makue in possession. It's a wonderful position for a right foot curler. Chamboko! Oh, it goes wide. It was well executed. It's just that it sailed past the upright post. You can take a second look at it. Just missing the corner. It could have been a postage stamp material. Out of play with Chikosi rolling into the nets. Here comes another long clearance. Taken away again. Ganezani lays it to the near side. Triangle defending well with Pedra. Here it comes. Gain Bamara losing possession. Gomezani forward, and this one headed out of play. That was a timely intervention by Praise Machengete. But he concedes a corner kick that they have to defend. And it looks like the big right back, Gomezani, is going to take it. Gomezani Chirwa. There is Tekshua Chiragwe, the home team's coach. A long one in the area. Still commotion, but again is cleared away. Ball played on the near side. Kept in place. Chirwa with a long effort. Easily taken away by the goalkeeper. Chikosi watched by his coach here. Kamsoko chips it through, trying to locate Carlos Msimwa, but he is no match for the Ngezi Platinum defenders. Ball is played into touch. And this will be a throw in. Well, news from other centers is that Scotland are leading Green Fuel by 1-0. Ngezi Platinum, of course, and Triangle are here 0-0. Maviravira trying to do their job early on in the game. Here's a chance once again, but Mawadza blasts it away. If he brings this one down, this could be dangerous here. What an intervention there, my goodness me. Chikwida Kudzai did so well. That could have been a goal for Triangle. You can see the faces of their technical department were so expectant. And this one is now on the far side. Tawanda Chatuluka to take the corner. That was a position of some danger. Joe, I'll come to you for that one after this corner kick. Chatuluka hands up and plays it through. A poor effort and easily cleared there by Ngezi Platinum. But the chance missed by Triangle. That was a golden opportunity.
Yes, it was a golden opportunity, but again, kudos to the Ngezi Platinum FC defenders there. Boy, that was a timely intervention. Anything else beyond that, it would have been problems and trouble for the home team, Ngezi Platinum.
Yes, indeed, as we take a look at... okay, this is the offense. Shave must count himself lucky that the referee hasn't yellow carded him yet. Madanaga with some good vision, playing it to the far side. Chirwa turns away from his marker. Here they come, Triangle now. Madamburo stopped in his tracks. Ball is played forward. The goalkeeper way out of office, but he comes out and clears the danger, playing like a sweeper keeper. Triangle are guilty of giving away possession rather too easily. Bamara now slips it through, and this one will be picked up, of course, without any challenge by Gurende Nyasha. Chamboko Kamsoko collects. Once again the defense from Triangle clearing. Bamara, the chance now, flocking it forward, and he goes down, and the chance there! Oh dear, it's been denied. And Triangle will feel hard done by Corneli Manenda here. They thought they'd scored, but the goal was disallowed. My goodness, we will try to find out why with a replay. Here is Bamara, the player that created the havoc. And again, the ref intervening to give play to Triangle. Ali Sadiki down, looking injured. Free kick. The triangle player is holding his hamstring. I just hope it's not a hamstring, otherwise he'll be out for quite some time. And Tekshua Chiragui will feel hard done by Lady Luck because he doesn't want to make injury-inspired substitutions, as we see there. The tackle that came from Chiguida. I think they're going to make a substitution, Joe, are they?
Yes, I see there's a signal from the medical team attending to him there. They've actually signaled that there is need for a substitution. Very unfortunate, happening in the 25th minute of the game. He hadn't played much, but unfortunately his shift is done.
Well, his shift is done. There he is going down. This is the opportunity. What did Triangle do wrong exactly? From what we are seeing, Juanele Manenda could be plunging himself into more trouble. Look at that. Well, yes.
But he kept on going. His persistence. He kicked the ball before the contact with the goalkeeper. So definitely he should be in the advantage position there because he played the ball first. If he's being penalized for his boot hitting the keeper's head, but please, he played the ball first. And then as a follow through, that's when the contact came in. So most likely, this for me, in my view, should have stood as a goal.
Yeah, sure. Triangle will be talking about this for some time to come, especially if they fail to win this one. And again, Murasiranga plucking it from the air. Kamsoko now collects, guides it back to his defenders. Here they come with praise, Machangete. Onto the far side. Chinyerere clearing a long ball forward. Sadiki winning possession inside the area. Brings in a good looking cross. And this one goes out of play for a goal kick. Triangle are asking the questions. And again, this time they expected a corner, but the ref has seen things otherwise. Let's take a look at how it happened. Here's the cross. That's a clear header by Ngezi Platinum defender. Oh dear, Mr. Juanele Manenda. Surely he will have a few questions from his match commissioner on where exactly, or what exactly was he seeing. Let's hope he improves as the game goes on. This is Kamsoko. Triangle looking very confident with their type of game here. Pedra. Carlos Msingwa taken away. Pedra now with it. And a substitution is finally coming through. Chirwa has since been substituted. In comes just number 7, Marvelous Mkumba. And it looks like he's going to go over to the right-hand side of defense. But no, I think he's taking a central position with Chirwa walking all the way back to the bench. Walking under the escort of Plaxedes Mashikepi, the team's medic. It's good to see that we do have women. A chance there. Sadiki can't get to it. It's taken away by Darlington Murasiranwa. I was talking about gender balance. We do have referees. We do have administrators, here with us, and there is also the team medics. She's not the only one. There are others from rentals. It's a good sign that, look, we are advancing towards gender parity.
Yes, and also in this era, there is no need for us to be discriminating one against each other. We have seen a fair number of women present in our game. So it's no longer about gender balance, but about maybe about the gender equity, as it were. So good to see Ngezi Platinum also having a female medic, and also had a female administrator in their stable as well, who is now Zifa CEO Yes. So it's good to see a good number of ladies playing a part in our game.
Oh, yes, indeed. Everything seems to be heading in the right direction. Free kick to be taken by the goalkeeper, Takunda Chikosi of Triangle. 0-0 the scoreline. We're heading into the 30th minute. Triangle could have been leading by 1-0, but Juanele Manenda saw it otherwise. They headed away. Bamara plays it forward, picked up now once again as the ball is played on the far side. That's a careless clearance, out of play for a throw-in, which will be taken by Triangle.
That speaks of technique, Stanley. You know, from that end, you need to know which part of your foot should you use. You don't use your lace in that position, but rather use your instep of your boot so that you guide the ball away from the touchline and back into play.
Yes, indeed, and especially if you consider the fact that Madamburo do have an under-19 team, they should be using players who are well trained from an early age, because that clearance was so wayward. Here's Madanaga now. Into the center it comes as the ball is played through. Now they are going forward. Kurenje Nyasha. It's cleared away by Mawadza. Bamara is kicked from behind. And Juanele Manenda is on the scene trying to make sure that the player is attended to immediately. He calls on the medics to come on and attend to the injured player, but it looks like there's nothing that is going to happen to the offending player. Let's take a look at it again. Well, I think, yeah, free kick is fine. No need to give him further punishment, because all eyes were on the ball and he didn't see it.
Yeah, I agree with you. His eyes were actually on the ball and the ball was mid-air. So he was focusing on the eye, but at the same time moving his body to try and play that ball. Not malicious in my view, but of course it's rough play and Bamara comes out the worst there.
Yeah, we do hope that he will be fine, especially with these traditional band singing. Now he has finally decided to flash a yellow card on just number 22, Ngwena. Chamboko trying by all means to discourage the ref. Ngwena and Bamara has gone down. He's Triangle's best player, of course, the playmaker, but today he hasn't really ignited into his usual game. Let's wait and find out whether he will be able to ignite the game here, grab it by the scruff of the neck, and advance to the next round of the Chibuku Super Cup as we confirm the yellow card. Adam Ngwena shown the yellow card by Juanele Manenda. Here's a long ball forward, cleared away. Kamsoko again impeded and he's down injured, and it's the same player.
Interestingly, it's Adam Ngwena again with a reckless challenge, and well, we wonder whether it's lack of maturity on the young man. He's only 19, but look, you also need to be accountable. You know, you don't have to injure other players. Look at that incident, the same player and with a dangerous play. He's trading on thin ice. Definitely he's risking his game.
Definitely risking his game, and it says the same offense, raising your boot towards an opponent. Within seconds, you could easily have been given a red card here. And Juanele Manenda surely must be saying to himself, this young man is going to plunge me into trouble. The authorities are watching, and if I don't do my job as per book, look at that. The first one now, this is how he brought down Bamara. And now let's take a look at the second one. That is seen Kamsoko going down injured. I mean, the young man, I'm sure he will have a few harsh words from Tekshua Chiragwi at halftime. Now, this is the second offense. There he is, bringing down Kamsoko, once again failing to pull back because an opponent has already gotten to the ball before him. And Juanele Manenda, I'm sure I don't know what is going through his mind.
I think the referee has had enough time to process things and think through the situation. So wait to see what he's going to do after resuming the game.
I think he has decided to give him the benefit of doubt. Kamsoko is off, and Manenda will spot the ball for triangle. Here they play the ball through, but again a poor pass, giving away possession almost immediately. Not very good for Premier League football. These two teams, I think, are not taking things seriously. The game being played at a pedestrian pace and the passing hasn't really been inspiring. We expect to see better than this. Now this is Chikosi getting ready to dispatch the long kick forward. Flicked on, and it goes out of play. 35 minutes. 10 to go to the Oranges. Pedra for triangle. Another header out of play. Nyasha Grenje conceding a throw. This one will come from Musimwa. Carlos Musimwa takes it long, deep into the area. The goalkeeper plucks it away. Triangle still asking questions, and if Ngezi are not careful, one of these days they'll end up with the goal into the back of their net. Free kick quickly taken as we take a look at the throw in. Long throw into the box, the back header. It went straight to the goalkeeper. Yes, triangle now, but the defense stands firm. Chigueda, Chamboko. Triangle now going forward. Gurenja Nyasha. The cross comes into the box. Can they do something? Here it comes and cleared away by Kamsoko. And Bamara this time around is the offender, so that will be a free kick. Must have swept the triangle, the Ngezi Platinum player off his feet, and the ref immediately calling on the. Let's see how he did it. Well, he tackled him from behind. They must have stepped on him on his heels. Oh, yellow card for Bamara, Munashe Bamara, for bringing down an opponent deliberately. A free kick in a good looking position for Triangle. That's the player in the picture who picked up a yellow card, Munashe Bamara. We enter the 38th minute. 7 to the Oranges. It's a long ball. Here's the upright. Wow. What an effort. Still, they're going through this one straight down the throat of Tatkunda Chikosi. And the referee once again stopping play. But that free kick could have embarrassed the goalkeeper. It came off the upright with the goalkeeper way out of office. Asim Simwa Carlos is lying on his back, having picked up an injury. And Joe, we pray that it's nothing serious, because Mangombe would like to make a tactical substitution rather than an injury-inspired one.
Yes, you don't want to lose a player due to an injury standing. Worse, even in the first half, it actually delays your game plan. And as we see there, the game, there was the tackle by Bamara. Yeah, he actually had his studs clipping on on the hill there, and then that was the resultant free kick that we saw there, which was flighted well into the box. Bamara confirmation there. We saw that free kick being flighted into the box, but it actually had a deflection off the wall, of the header of the two triangle defenders who had stood on the wall. It was a deceiving goal, a deceiving ball that came in that was sent into the box. Yeah, another shot there of Bamara. Yeah, definitely Bamara, you can't plead your case there. You actually stamped on your opponent.
This is the effort that came off the post with the goalkeeper way out of office. This will be a drop for once again. Msimwa is up and about and can continue with the game here as the goalkeeper picks up the ball before playing it downfield. Let's see how long he will play this one. Deep into enemy zone, headed away by Madanaga. Pedra had possession, but again Gurenje. Sadiki just toe-poking the ball forward, and Murasiranwa takes it away. Murasiranwa with another clearance. It doesn't go very far. Triangle with Sadiki. Getting past his marker, Sadiki slips through, the chance comes in and the goalkeeper does well. Long clearance by Triangle. Chamboko chested down well, but again the pass taken away by Shinyerere. Mawadza. Another long clearance from Triangle. Wide on the far side. What can they do? This poses danger. Here's Bamara now, the playmaker. To another playmaker comes Soko. Shinyerere losing possession. Tightly monitored. Gets rounded off. This one comes into the middle of the park. Tungwena, Adam. Onto the near side as they go forward. Chamboko plays it all the way to the goalkeeper. Makue beaten clean there. This is Chikosi, Takunda Chikosi. Dispatching the ball away, but again Madanaga standing firm, now playing in a central position as a defensive midfielder, the position that he's more accustomed to. Yes, Pedra. Msimwa. And it goes out of play. Nyasha Gurenje. And this one is wasted. Msimwa can now take the throw in. Trying to steal a few yards from the referee. Looks like he has succeeded. Long throw into the area. And this one kicked into touch. The game becoming a bit scrappy here at Baobab Stadium. Triangle had their moments of asking pertinent questions. And for a moment I thought that they would be able to break the deadlock. And when they did, it was ruled again illegal as they win a corner kick. And this is a crucial period of the game here. Towards half-time, if they can get a goal here, it complicates life for Tekshua Chiragui, and this man in your picture will be extremely happy about that. Genesis Mangombe. The referee moving in to establish some order in the box. There's a bit of argy-bargy between players. They're sorting out the mess, and I think we can now carry on with a corner from the near side. Goalless still it is here at Baobab Stadium. Here's a good-looking cross, taken away by the goalkeeper, who throws it. But again, Bamara was the first to arrive. Another clearance. Nyerere is going for that one. And Bamara was again fouled in the process. He is down. The medics are on the field of play to attend to their injured star player, Munashe Bamara. This is what happens when you are the, when your opponents know that you are the star player. It makes life very, very difficult indeed. Joe, before you go downstage, just tell us what you think about, the way Bamara is being treated.
Yeah, well, Bamara himself is actually a gritty player. He's a very physical player. He gets involved in the action. He's not like your soft player, as it were. He's very physical, but here he comes out very unfortunate. He's got two situations where he's been the victim, and in this case, he actually came in when he was trying to stop a counter attack by Ngezi Platinum. So, well, fine. Look, if you are part of this in the army, definitely some bullets will be fired at you.
Yes, indeed. Two minutes of stoppage time here at Baobab Stadium. Ngezi Platinum hosting a Triangle. And the Sadiki goes down. Referee awards a free kick, which Triangle will take if they can improve their game from the way they have played in the first half. Well, Sugar Boys could come up with an upset here. And I was listening to the predictions. It's only Charles Mabika who's thought that Triangle can win here. Well, they haven't played badly, I can say to you. It's a good-looking ball. Oh, this one goes wide, but that was some good connection by Mawadza, the defender who had moved into the box. And another Triangle player is lying injured. I didn't quite see what happened here. Referee Kwanele Manenda just making sure everything is all right before calling on the medics. And timbers are flaring. Sadiki is not happy with the treatment that some of his players are receiving. Overzealous attention. We've played 1 minute of a stoppage time. And the ref has immediately called on the stretcher to ferry the injured player from Triangle. It's been this game here has been littered with stoppages, late tackles, blatant pushes as both sets of players tried to win the ball so that they can chalk up a victory for their team. But so far, nobody has succeeded. There we can take at the incident. You see now the player from Triangle being pushed to the ground, virtually thumped to the ground by the defender that was witness Xavi. The defender must be very lucky. Football in Zimbabwe is a family affair. A mother with a child coming here to enjoy themselves at the Baobab Stadium. Any minute now the referee will blow as the ball is played through, headed away by Kamsoko. Triangle bring it down. Play this one forward. Nyerere is waiting for it. Kamsoko to Bamara. And finally, Kwanele Manenda has blown to end the first 45 minutes here at Baobab Stadium. As we see more Yeah, indeed. Of course, we will be drawing down to the halftime analysis. Charles Mabika and his team. And of course, it's halftime scoreline 0-0 as we go into halftime. And at this stage now we can join Charles CNN Mabika and his team of analysts.
It's a warm and sunny afternoon here at Baobab Stadium, and it's goalless. But I'm sure you'll agree with me that the Sugar Boys have really been sweetening up Baobab Stadium, because they have been dominant, and they had a goal disallowed by referee Kwanele Manenda, and that goal by Witness Chave, it looked legal to us, but I'm sure we'll have another look. But like I did predict, that there might be another day of another Chibuku super shock. But I can tell you that it doesn't look like that so far at Sakuva Stadium, because Mavira Scotland are leading Boys Zenaro Green Fuel by 1-0. And your reflections, Coach Bex, of the first 45, the Sugar Boys have been sweetening up things here.
Yes, Triangle, they've been playing very well, especially in midfield where we are having Kamsoko. He has been so outstanding, and also up front, Ali Sadiki has been really pushing, and the Shabe has been making some good runs, trying to get on the pockets of the opponents, such that Triangle have been playing very well. I can say, as much as they are not yet leading, but they have been really playing very well as a team who are playing away from home, but they seem to be dominating. If someone just come here and start watching, he will think Triangle are the ones who are at home.
That's right. So I'm sure Deco Tekshua Chiragwi, the head coach of Madamburo, would like to do something, to instill something, some messages into his lads, so that they can change their play. Joseph Nkani is still here with us. And Jose, well, just to remind you, Jose had it, he still has it, 2-1 for Ngezi, and Coach Bex 2-1 for Ngezi. 1-0 still for Ngezi. Legendary 1-0 for the Sugar Boys. Jose, your reflections of the first 45 minutes, and especially the disallowed goal.
Yes, I think we saw a game that gave us scrappy play in the first 5-10 minutes of the game, where we actually counted a number of misplaced passes as well as mistakes, which fortunately went unpunished by the opposing teams. But then,
as we have a look, Jose, as you talk about the highlights there.
Yes, we saw a goal that was disallowed by a goal by Triangle, which for me was actually a good goal, because we saw there Witness Xavi, he actually was fouled in the box, but still he tried to lift himself up and continue with play. And I'm sure the referee gave him the benefit of doubt, because he wanted to continue playing. And then he actually tried to he kicked the ball first towards goal, and then there was a follow-through contact with the goalkeeper, which is what I think the referee charged as a free kick. But I think Witness Xavi had played the ball first, and then his leg, of course, had contact with the goalkeeper's head, which I think is what the referee fouled. But I think for me, the follow-through,
as we see it there,
yes, yeah, the follow-through that came in there and pushed the ball into the back of the net was a clean goal. So I think Genesis Mangombe in Triangle will feel hard done by, because that was a goal we should have stood, we should have counted, we should be 1-0 to triangle right now, leading over Ngezi Platinum.
Danada kutodya begi so 1-0 danada kutodya begi but Zaramba the referee disallowing that one, probably like Jose noted there, he probably disallowed it for that contact upon the goalkeeper by witness Shave. But Darlington Murasiranwa has definitely been the busier of the two goalkeepers. Can Ngezi Platinum change things here? That is the big question. We wait to see what will happen in the second half. Well, the disallowed goal, Coach Bex, we see it again.
Yes, we see it again. I think that contact could have been the one which caused the ref to say it's not a goal. But definitely, as triangle, most surely they want the goal as much as possible. They always feel undone, but at times you need to be saying, let's follow the rules of the game. And also, when we look at this game, what has disappointed me more is there is no variation in the way the teams are playing. Long balls, all of them up front, rather than trying to start from the back and play and try to open up, so that at least if they open up, they get the spaces, they find the spaces to put the ball through and try to penetrate. But the long balls, the defenders will always be waiting for them.
Sorry to bad.
Yes, the midfielders, they are not really being given the opportunity to be playing the game, the ball much, because of these long balls, and as a result, it has tended to be a bit crappy.
Well, Ngezi Platinum on their part, they did strike the upright post, coming off a deflection there, Jose. And listen, to do justice to them, they could have been leading 1-0 themselves.
Yes, I agree with you. There was a sweet free kick that was killed in from the right channel, a sweet left footer that was sent into the box. But of course, before it got into the box, it actually had a deflection on the triangle wall, two-man wall defense that they lined up. But again, that ball could have deceived the goalkeeper. As you see, it was flighted from the left.
Yes, it was.
Yes, a good ball that was sent in, and then it ricocheted from the wall, from the upright post. It could have deceived the goalkeeper, and it could have fallen to anyone who was coming in as a follow-through, who would have probably just tapped it into a goal. But yes, Ngezi could have also gone into the halftime break leading by 1-0. But of course, the goalpost saved triangle.
All right, the goalpost saving Triangle United there. And yes, you know what it is. If it's like this at the end of the 90, then we go into that dreading the same attempt as well from a different angle. That one that hit the upright. Very unlucky for Madamburu.
Yes, very unlucky for talent Chamboko. We know that he's very good with free kicks, but unfortunately, because of the deflection, it couldn't go in.
It couldn't go in. I was just saying, if it ends like this, you know what it means. After 90 minutes, if it ends like this, it goes into the dreaded penalty shootout. And could we see another Chibuku super shocker here? I still think we will. But like I told you at Sakuva, it doesn't look like that. Unless if boys Zenaro, Bagaita Naro, second half, they might get the equalizer. But it's still 1-0 to Mavira there. So, Jose, that means Deco, Tekshua Chiragwi, has got all to do right now in the second half.
Yeah, he's got all to do because he's actually been praised by impressive Genesis Mangombe coached team FC Triangle. But I think I can also count on the coach, the Ngezi Platinum coach, to come up. He's a good coach. He's a very good tactician. He's also, remember, attached to our senior national soccer team. You know, he's quite good. I think he will talk to his boys at halftime and say, guys, we didn't have a great first half, but we can tweak it, one or two things here, and then maybe come up with a tactical masterstroke and find his way back into this game. And if only could get a goal, all right, all this game needs is a goal. And if the first team that scores it will probably have a hold on the game and maybe exert their control and their dominance in the game and maybe hold it out until the end. But I think goals are still going to come in this game.
Oh, well, he thinks that because he's got 2-1, so he's hoping that goals will come through. I will have to wait and find out. Well, Tekshua Chiragwi is nicknamed Deco because he's a staunch admirer of the former Portuguese national team winger midfielder Deco. And Kaka, in case you wonder, Kaka was a staunch admirer, of course, of the great Brazilian number 8, Kaka. That's how he got that nickname. He always used to say, when he was playing, I play like Kaka. Right. Let's see now what to expect from Kaka, from Coach Bex. What can we expect from Kaka?
Yes, definitely. I think for Kaka, for the first 15 minutes, he might keep the team as it is because they have been putting a lot of pressure. So as a result, we'll say, let's continue maybe for the next 15 minutes. Then later on, maybe might look at players like Sarupinda to say, go on the midfield and try to open up, have those passes to open up the defense.
Well, just to remind you, Ngezi Platinum have made it to the Chibuku Super Cup final for the last 2 years. In 2023, they did it. They met Dynamos. They were beaten by Dynamos here. And then the following year, they met Dynamos again. It ended 1-1 after 90 minutes. It went into a penalty shootout. And yes, you know what happened in the penalty shootout. And, well, if you don't, then Dynamos did win that penalty shootout. They have a knack of going. I'm just digressing a bit, Jose. It looks like the other teams are making sure when you meet Dynamos, you must beat them in 90 minutes. Because, like Justice Majavi is always saying, you don't beat us, then you pay for it in the penalty shootout.
I mean, look, that's how football is. Penalty kicks are a lottery. You know, the coin can flip and fall on either side.
But why are they always lucky in the penalty shootouts,
yeah,
Dynamo?
Maybe because they are not doing too well in the first 90. They are not doing too well in the first 90, so they then toss the coin and hope they win. And because, I mean, it's a lottery. Anything can happen in the penalty kicks, yeah. But of course, Dynamos, we know, we have seen it that they have a trend where they've done so well. They've come out victors during penalty kicks, but we never know. Will they survive if they make it to the next? Well, they've made it to the next round. Will they survive one survival after another until they lift the trophy? We wait and see.
Right, as we get more highlights from the first half, which you must say fairly exciting with the goal disallowed. I think maybe looking at it the second time, yes, the referee was right. And then, of course, Ngezi Platinum hitting the left upright post. And Becky, you were going to comment about, I did say, but why do Dynamo seem to be the luckiest team in penalty shootouts?
I don't want to believe it's lucky as such, but it has been tactical, where I'm sure they know that they go into this competition, they do a lot in terms of practicing these penalties, because penalties needs to be practiced. And we have seen in almost every game, towards the end of the game, they bring in a goalkeeper. They substitute their main goalkeeper, because their substitute goalkeeper is very good with penalties. And whenever he comes, he is not disappointed. He will save 1 or 2 of the penalties. So tactically, that has served Dynamos well.
Right, okay, Tatenda Makoni. Every time it edges closer to a penalty shootout, the Dynamo's head coach nowadays, it's Kelvin Kaindo KK. He takes out the Prince Tafire Mutsa, the very impressive one, and brings on Tatenda Makoni, who is very impressive at penalty kicks. Well, we will see what will happen. There were 3 Chibuku Super Shocks yesterday. Will we get another Chibuku Super Shock, or maybe 2 Chibuku Super Shocks again today? Well, let's wait and find out. Remember, after the 90, if it's like this, it's a penalty shootout. So, we will be talking to you at the end of the 90 as we cross back to DJ Stanley Katsande, who will be joined shortly by Joseph Nkani. We'll talk to you at 19 minutes. Welcome back to the second half here at Baobab Stadium. Ngezi Platinum hosting Triangle. And you can see there some movements on the Ngezi Platinum bench. They are making some changes. I think Nyasha Kurenje has been sacrificed. And in comes jersey number 28, Ashwin Karengesha. Yeah, Karengesha is a troublesome left winger. So you can expect Triangle to defend a lot. And young Muzenda joins the fray. Nisbet Muzenda taking the place of Adam Ngwena, who was walking a tightrope with the referee Juanele Manenda. This is the Triangle goalminder Tatenda Chikosi, who must count himself lucky that Triangle's effort crashed off the upright with him way out of office. So anytime now the ref will be getting us underway. Yes, he is. We are underway here at the Baobab Stadium. Good header by Chinyerere. Mzenda, header touch. Sadiki. And once again another crude tackle on witness Shave. The referee is going to be kept busy this afternoon. The tackles are flying in thick and fast, and most of them, I must say, they are careless tackles. Players are not careful at all. If Manenda wants to go by the book, you will end up with everyone in the book. Here is the tackle on Shave, witness Shave. And I briefly saw the referee walking across with this yellow card in his hand. It looks like somebody is going to be yellow carded. Another look at the incident once again. Shawi chesting the ball down, but the big defender pushed him from behind. And the referee was justified in awarding a free kick and a yellow card. Mawadza wants to dispatch the kick. There's Nyerere just going over. Mangombe watching very closely. I wonder what he said at halftime. Is it going to yield results, or it will be the other way around? He was in action on Wednesday, beating Kwekwe United by 1-0. Genesis Mangombe. Now he's trying to beat Tekshua Chiragwis Ngezi Platinum. Here's the kick forward into the area, well defended. It doesn't go very far, still commotion inside the area. And the defender rather, does well to flick it back to his goalminder. That is Darlington Murasiranwa. For a moment he shaped up to throw the ball, and he has been punished by Juanele Manenda. Can you explain the punishment, Joe?
Yes, the new rule guides us that if the goalkeeper holds on to the ball for too long, for more than 6 seconds, the ref will count him down. And once the 6 seconds are up, he awards a corner kick to the attacking team. So the first case we are seeing here, a case study of the new rule. So goalkeepers be warned, don't hold on to the ball for too long. You are going to concede a corner kick. As we see there, he held on to that ball, and the referee started counting.
And well, the ball had been slotted into the back of the net. But again, it's been disallowed. How can you be offside from a corner kick? Maybe the replay will help us. Still play continues. This one taken by Mzenda. He's looking very active indeed. And this one runs out of play. Chamboko handing in the process. So this will be a throw in. Triangle certainly
We'll have a few harsh words for the match official, but we could be wrong because it was actually deflected. Here is the corner that was taken into the box, bounces once, and yes, well done, Kwanele Manenda. Good call by the referee and his assistant on the far side. And remember, Manenda had to watch this one in a split second, and we needed a replay to get it right. So the referee was absolutely spot on. Here it comes once again. Triangle beginning to feel confident. But of course, Ngezi Platinum standing firm. Here's the chance. Ball is taken away by Chinyerere. Kamsoko plays it through. Good back header, kept in play. Jatuluka, he goes down, and a free kick has been awarded. Tekshua Chiragui understandably concerned here. This is the second goal that's been disallowed. Jatuluka fighting for possession. He's hauled down, and that was Tawanda Jatuluka being pushed to the ground. Now Ali Sadiki plays it short. It's a tricky one. Plays it through into the area. Nobody home. Kamsoko gets a touch. Sadiki, but the ref blows to award a free kick to Ngezi Platinum, who are living very uncomfortably. And you can see the coach is animated. Tekshua Chiragui played for Caps United in the top flight. Was the toughest stick defender. Here comes the cross. Headed away there. That was a praise. And the referee will blow for this one. The Ngezi Platinum player has stayed down after that awkward fall. He's trying to get up, but of course the pain is a bit too much for the young man. Here's how it happened. The goalkeeper caught the ball, but then the Ngezi Platinum player stood his ground, forcing the goalkeeper to lose the ball in a fall. And the ref once again blowing to give a free kick. Chikosi now to play the ball. He finds Mawadza. The incident once again. And this one has gone out of play again. Ngezi Platinum living dangerously. Farai Madanaga having to defend. And now here is the goalkeeper to take the goal kick. Zenda's ball forward. Easily taken away by Chamboko. A golden chance here, but the goalkeeper takes it away. Long clearance. Once again into the center. Makue with the long effort. Chinyerere ducks and allows the ball out of play. This will be a throw in. Throw in to Triangle. Certainly proving to be a hard nut to crack. This is the Ngezi Platinum technical bench. Here they come now with Makue. Good looking cross. It's cleared away but doesn't go very far. Chatuluka can't fasten onto the pass as it drops out of play. Quickly taken. Now Magurenje. The ball is cleared away by Mawadza. Another throw for Ngezi Platinum. Kashtigu takes it up now. Madanaga. And it's too high for the intended target. Another throw. Nyerere, a former Timbare player, just like his coach Genesis Mangombe. He was the coach at Dynamos, so the two know each other very well. Throw in. The Ngezi Platinum technical bench as the throw is taken. Once again, triangle. Clear the danger. But in the process, they've got Kashtigu injured. All hands are on Kashtigu, and we hope that is nothing serious, because Chiragwi, I think that was accidental. The defender cleared the ball, and Kashtigu continued with his movement, and then in the end there was contact that has left him injured. And the medics around him now, trying to make sure that he can get up and get on with it. To those of you joining us for the first time, we're here at Baobab Stadium. The traditional band still sings. The scoreline is still 0-0. Who progresses through to the next round of this Chibuku Super Cup game here at Baobab Stadium? And of course, your guess is as good as mine. Sadiq is tripped. Nyerere to take the free kick. Let's see how Nomo Nyerere will play this one. It's a long way from Murasiranwa's goal line. It's a long ball through. This one headed wide. No problem there for the goalkeeper. Now I hope this time he has learnt his lesson and he clears the ball downfield quickly. Bamara beaten in the air. Kamsoko takes it away for triangle. And finally, Nyerere plays it forward. And Kashtigu makes sure it's safe. They must be having a lot of fun in the stands. You will be very popular tonight when you go back home, because you're appearing on telly. Throw in from Carlos Musima. Yes, this is a long one in the area. Scrambled away by Triangle. And if the truth be told here, I must say that Triangle are living very dangerously, because rather Ngezi Platinum are living dangerously, because Triangle have no respect at all. And I'm sure the youngster can see the same and will agree with me that it's the home team that is struggling here as we wait for the throw. The coach still very animated. Long throw inside the area. And this one headed away, doesn't get very far. Finally cleared away by Chamboko, the captain. And Triangle are still pumping the balls back into enemy zone. Pedra. This ball is taken nicely. Shove it. And it goes out of play for a throw in. I was talking about Triangle, rather Ngezi Platinum being uncomfortable. This is a game that they don't want to talk about.
Yes, I agree with you, Stanley. Ngezi Platinum, we've actually been struggling. We saw that trend even in the first half, where Triangle have actually been coming at Ngezi. It's like Triangle are the home team, and even now the trend has continued into the second half. Ngezi have been under the choke of Triangle FC. Hopefully, we just hope that Triangle will get a goal out of this, because it will be cruel for them to concede when they are on the ascendancy like they are now.
Yes, indeed, they are on the ascendancy. Can they break away on the near side here? Yes, they're trying to do so, but finally the ball is taken away. But they win it back. Bamara losing possession quickly. And Chamboko is muscled off the ball. More and more people enjoying themselves in the stands here at Baobab Stadium. Musimwa prepares to dispatch the throw. It's a long throw inside the area. A chance for them. The header! Mawadza once again sending it in the wrong direction. And he doesn't need much invitation, Mawadza. He was already in an offside position, ready to get a goal here. So desperate to break the deadlock. Still 0-0. But of course, Triangle enjoying more and more of the exchanges. And this one runs into touch. Chinyerere. Long throw by Chinyerere. Ngezi Platinum. Madanaga. Good play, Mzenda. To the far side. But again, another emphatic clearance. Triangle looking very organized at the back. And in the end, it's out of play. That was Salih Sadiki. A very dangerous player. If you don't take care of him, you do so at your own peril. Young girls coming through to watch matches as well. Emphatic header. Out for a throw in. We've played more than an hour now in this particular encounter. It's still 0-0. Long throw. Oh, it sails through. Found no takers. Because everybody had moved to one side. I don't know how to explain this, but our players, our teams, do not know how to attack the blind side. Because if there was somebody from the blind side, there could have been a goal there, but unfortunately positioning is poor. Marasiranwa waiting for this ball to be played through. Chinyerere spots it carefully before it can be played in the center. He's making sure the three-man wall is correctly positioned as demanded by the men in the middle, Juanele Manenda. Kamsoko and Chinyerere behind the ball. Looks like the veteran Bani Kamsoko will dispatch this one. Lots of movement in the area. Chinyerere legged height and it was headed out of play. A throw in to Triangle, who are preparing to make a substitution out of a picture. Looks like the likes of Manford Muzimu will soon be coming on. The board is not yet up. Players there pushing each other, some kicking. They are lucky that we don't have VAR, because such antics will be considered violent play. And you will get a red card for that. Now Musimwa is responsible for all the throws from this end. It's a long one in the area. The referee once more has awarded a free kick. Confirmation of the substitution. Kamsoko will call it a day. And in comes Manford Mudzimu. Looks like Genesis Mangombe wants some legs in the middle of the park. He's going to demand a bit of running as Kamsoko departs to be replaced by Manford Mudzimu. And Carlos Msimwa is the other one to leave, and he's being replaced there by Aaron Zeka. Mudzimu and Kamsoko. So it's Mudzimu and Zeka are coming on. Kamsoko and Carlos Msimwa have called it a day. Their shift is done. Ball is played through now, and unfortunately it clipped off his heel. He lost possession. Triangle shifting their gears now. Lovely play by the team from Gibo Stadium, and the referee intervenes. I thought they could have tried playing advantage there, as we confirm the substitutions. Manford Mudzimu and Aaron Zeka in for Tabani Kamsoko and Carlos Musimwa. Lovely play from Triangle. The ball, the substitute Zeka, welcomed there by the Triangle, by the Ngezi Platinum defender. It's in a very good looking position. It all depends on whether they do have a hard hitter of the ball from that sort of distance. Murasiranwa is understandably concerned here. He knows that anything can happen. Yes, indeed. Praise Machengete is behind this ball. Off the wall, the header is not good enough. And this one will be allowed to roll out of play. And a throw in to Ngezi Platinum. They will take this one with Castigu. Leslie Castigu now playing as a right back after Chirwa was substituted through injury. Here's a long one. Pamara fighting for possession. Gets it. And Triangle lose possession. Now they are under pressure. Muzenda will go forward. It's dangerous now for Triangle. And the cross comes in, but it's cleared away. Here they come once again. The Sugar boys. But it's easily taken away from them. Chamboko now dictating the pace from the middle of the park. Pamara. On to the far side for Xavi. And this one is too far ahead of him. Bit overcooked. It goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Murasiranwa Darlington. Beaten twice by Triangle, but both goals disallowed. Yes, Nyerere. Ball taken down. Xavi will bring it forward now. Into the area. Oh, lovely chance here for them. Sadiq is cross inside the area. Nobody home, and this one cleared away. Mawadza. It's taken away once again. Ngezi Platinum losing possession rather unnecessarily. The ball comes through. They can't take a shot. It's Ngezi Platinum are closing all the doors whenever Triangle try to open opportunities. Here it comes to Kalingeya, and it's on the near side now. Some good running coming from Mavudzi. And he goes down. Mavudzi goes down, so that will be a free kick. Let's take a look at it. Well, 6-1, half a dozen or the other. I can't keep commenting. Now finally, Mr. Ngezi Platinum himself, Kadramin. Genesis Mangombe pulled out his veteran, and Tekshua Chiragwi has brought on his veteran. A player with a sweet left foot, jersey number 23, Kadramin for Ngezi Platinum. Lusenda and Chamboko behind this one. Looks like Chamboko will take it. Oh, it's a good looking one, but taken away by the goalkeeper. And the keeper plays it downfield, trying to take play to the other side as quickly as possible. Karangesha. Pedra hit a touch. Doesn't do good. Uzenda missed it. Easily taken away. Bamala. Ngezi Platinum pick it up with Chamboko, but the ref decides that there was a foul on a Triangle player. So that will be a free kick. Taken long. A good turn there. Another free kick. Ngezi Platinum looking very desperate now. And I can tell you they're not in the shape that we normally see them in. Looking very disorganized today. There is Kadramin. I think the referee was right, because the concerned player was being harassed unfairly. Brooklyn Katumba was all over his opponent. Here's the free kick now. It's a good looking one. It's taken away by the goalminder. And he was fouled in the process. His captain wants him to play the ball quickly. That's Kadramin. He may not be wearing the captain's armband, but he's always been the leader of this team here. Yeah, Pedra is lucky that he didn't get a yellow card. Sadiki. The return pass doesn't get to him. Throw in to Ngezi Platinum Madamburo. Yeah. Karangesha penalized there, Ashwin. Yeah, indeed. Stepped on Zeka. The ref absolutely right, but Karangesha doesn't think so. 17 to go to the 90. Easily taken away by the goalkeeper, who now throws very quickly. Poor touch. Bamara there clashing with Tekshua Chiragwi. The chance now has come. Ngezi Platinum with Quadramin playing it through, and the goalkeeper will collect this one. Action beginning to swing from one end to the other. It looks like both teams are now looking at the clock, realizing that if we don't get goals, we may not win this one. And nobody wants to lose via a penalty shootout, because it becomes a lottery and no one will be in charge. Throw in once again to Ngezi Platinum. The introduction of veteran Quadramin, improving things in the middle of the park, as Genesis Mangombe now starts bellowing instructions. Madanaga. Ball played through, and Chinyerere's clearance, but again it will be another free kick. And I think both coaches will be the first to admit that this hasn't been, a free-flowing game at all, Joe, because we hardly saw some, consistent interpassing from both sides. Although Triangle did create chances, they haven't been, fluid enough to convince us that, look, they can go far in this tournament.
Yeah, I think because these two teams have met 5 times at this particular venue, of course, different competitions, and out of the 5 games, Ngezi have won 4 of them and losing only 1. There hasn't been a draw out of this game. So there's a team that is always going to come out as a winner out of this fixture. So I think coming into this game, the two teams were so very tactical and respecting each other. So that that's why we probably saw most of the erratic play in most of the game. So there hasn't been much to separate the two teams. But of course, we need to acknowledge that Triangle have actually been a better side this afternoon.
Yes, indeed, Triangle have been better, but this pass is too far ahead of the intended target. That will be a throw in. Castigo losing the ball there. Displayed on the near side here. A chance for a cross. And a good-looking effort. This one goes over. My goodness me. Triangle asking pertinent questions here. And this is the cross by Chatuluka. A delicious one. And this one goes over. Corner kick.
It was a good block. Of course, it was a fortunate block. I don't think it was deliberate. He just flung himself into the path of the ball, and that ball is not in the arc. This ball must be retaken. Yeah, if it goes in, then it will be a big talking point. That ball is definitely not in the corner kick arc.
Yes, indeed, the players are taking advantage of the slack payment of attention to detail by the match officials. There is Pamara. He's penalized by the ref. Got Ramin to take the free kick. He's now playing as a left back. He loves overlapping. As we take a look at Pamara there, bringing down his opponent. Long clearance from Kudzai Chiguida. Chested down. Ngezi Platinum are trying to go forward. Chamboko finds support from Quadramin. The cross comes in early. Taken by the goalkeeper. That was close for Ngezi Platinum. Here they will pick it up. Ngezi would like to keep on going forward, but again losing possession into enemy zone. Chinyerere clears the danger. And there, the Ngezi Platinum player, Menfon Muzimu, penalized. So this will be a free kick quickly taken. Chinyerere away out of danger. Castigu. Bamara. Chamboko chasing for the ball. This one neatly taken down by Xavi. Bamara. A chance here now. Ngezi Platinum. They're coming through and through, but a sliding tackle has won it. And in the end, Bamara is injured. The ref has stopped play so that he can be attended to. Tekshua Chiragui furious with the fourth match official. Jesus, the life of a referee can be a tough one indeed. Look at how the fourth match official is being roasted there by Tekshua Chiragui. Oh dear. This is the way. This is how Bamara got injured. And the medics are all around him. But Chiragui's frustration at the fourth match official, I mean, can you take us through it?
Yeah, I think when I looked at the replay here, if you look at the ball here, Bamara came in with a sliding tackle with his right leg a bit off the ground. I think that's where Tekshua Chiragui's issue is coming from. But of course, yes, we're not defending the tackle from Bamara. But again, maybe the response from the coach maybe could be overboard. Yes, you are right to express his opinion, right to express your displeasure, but it depends now to what magnitude you express yourself. Do you have to be vocal? Do you have to be physical? Do you have to be violent? Do you have to be aggressive towards the fourth official or the match official for that matter? But I think here, Tekshua Chiragui is right to demand justice, but maybe he just overdid it.
Yeah, I think he was very close to walking on a tightrope there, but the fourth match official kept his cool, allowing Tekshua Chiragui to take his seat and the game can continue. Bamara is being ferried off the field of play, and I haven't seen the intention of making changes. And now the assistant coach wanted to go and find out, but I think Bamara will be coming off. He's making his way back as the game continues. This one carried back by Shinyerere. Triangle. Sliding tackle. Chigueda takes it up. As they come forward now, Karengesha. Pedra clears the danger. Onto the far side. Picked up by Ngezi Platinum. Muzenda. For Quadramin. Back into the middle of the park. This is Muzenda now. Slipping it through. Karengesha the substitute. Back to Muzenda. The other substitute. Good vision. But well got it there by Pedra. Out of play. For a throw in. To Ngezi Platinum Madamburo. Chamboko. Ngezi Platinum knocking the ball around with a bit of purpose now. It's a good looking opportunity. The cross will come. Good defending by Pedra there. You first of all clear your lines and everything else will follow later. Good job there, and I think another change is coming for Ngezi Platinum. Murimba comes on. Yes, Donald Makue calls it a day, and Murimba comes in.
And I think the reason why Dennis Murimba is being welcomed by the home team is because he's making his welcome return from an injury he sustained in 2023. So he makes his return after 528 games. So that's why he's receiving a warm welcome from the home team fans here.
That's more than a year in the wilderness. Yes, indeed, as we see there, Delik Murimba replacing McDonald Makue. Let's see if he can change the complexion of this game here at Steel Park. And in the end, it's another foul by Triangle. Chiguida will spot this one carefully before playing it downfield. Finds Kadramin too far ahead of the intended target. Taken away by the goalkeeper. A long effort. Stopped by Madanaga. Good ball through on the far side by Kadramin. The cross will come. How did he miss that one? Telik Murimba. My word. That would have been some introduction. And the Triangle have certainly survived. Take a look at that.
Look at that cross that was sent in from the left channel. A beautiful header, a beautiful cross brought in and a header. Of course, he was being pressed. There was contact behind him. He didn't get a clean header. He was being pressurized from behind. But had he scored that goal, it would have been a more than welcome return to football.
Yes, indeed, coming back to football after more than 528 days for Telik Murimba. The throw in for Triangle to come from Pedra. Jordan Pedra takes it through. The clearance for Triangle, but it's taken up once again. Xavi trying the far from afar, nearly surprised the goalkeeper, and coach Texu should be furious with this goalkeeper. He was way out of office, and Xavi spotted that, very nearly caught off guard. That is why the coach was furious. Goal kick. And Masilelo, the big striker, is coming on. Yes, indeed, Masilelo. Ali Masilelo alongside Elton Gini. They're coming on for Ali Sadiki. Ali Sadiki and Witness Xavi. So changes once again up front for Triangle. They're still trying to win this one. And Kadramin guides it back to his goalkeeper. Darlington Murasiranwa. Throw into Triangle. The cross looks good into the center. And the chance now, but again, miscued effort. Goes wide from Manford Mzimu. That's the effort by Mzimu. Didn't have good contact. Shinyerere has a touch. Chamboko being harassed by Kamara, but Ngezi Platinum beginning to impress now. A chance for Mzenda here. Mzenda goes forward, plays it to the far side, and the shot comes in full-blooded, and this one goes over the bar. What a full-blooded effort.
Yeah, it was a good ball that was centered in there for the own rushing Ngezi Platinum players. And I saw also Quadri, he was lining himself up for that ball, but then it was blazed over the bar. It was a good ferocious shot here. If he found target, it would have been curtains for Triangle.
Yes, indeed, it would have been curtains, and the corner kick taken, free kick has just been awarded to Triangle. Looks like both teams now are looking for the sucker punch with 2 minutes to go to the 90. And if there's no winner after 90 minutes and stoppage time, it will be penalties. Yes, Chikosi with the long ball forward. Karengesha takes it up. Murimba stopped in his tracks. The long ball to the near side here. And this one goes over. No problem there for the goalkeeper. But of course, Mzimu tried his best to keep the ball in play but failed. Nyerere is taken away by Chamboko. Garangesha turns one way, lays it through, miscontrolled there, and this one goes out of play for Ngezi. Throw in. Some poor control there from Mudzimo. Kastegu into enemy zone looking for Delik. The clearance, and I think the standing captain there was being treated unfairly, so that will be a free kick. Genesis Mangombe continues to push his guys for a better result. It's still goalless here. 5 minutes of stoppage time, of added on time. Here's a long one. Drops once and out for a throw in. Nyerere takes a throw. And this one is out of play. Another throw for Triangle. Triangle are pushing and pushing. Yes, Nyerere. His long ball into the area. Cleared away, picked up by Bamzenda, who plays it forward. Delik Marimba still in possession, and I think they will cross the line, so that will be a throw-in. Jordan Pedra takes it long. Here's Bamara. In the end, Ngezi Platinum managed to scramble it away, but they pick it up once again. Triangle was showing no respect for the home team at all. We thought that there would be a team that is scared to play. Madanaga in a spot of bother, but manages to get away into the center, and it's out of play. Throw in once again to Triangle, and we have played 2 minutes of the 5. Long throw there, and this one rolls kindly out of play for a goal kick, which will be taken by Ngezi Platinum. Chamboko with the header there, but Triangle clear. Pamara comes back once more. Chamboko slips. Referee says play on. Poor touch, and Mudzimu is tackled by Kastegu. Ball goes out of play. Throw in to Ngezi Platinum. 2 minutes to the end. And straight after that it will be penalties if we don't get a goal. Chigueda pumping a long one on the far side, picked up by Mzenda. This is Quadramin looking for his captain Chamboko. This one goes out of play. Throw in once again. Quadramin takes a throw. Madanaga gets past his marker, lays it back. The ball is played long, picking out Garangesha. Good control. He can be a tricky customer. Kastego with a long ball into the area. Jordan Pedra is all by himself and can clear the danger. Throw in quickly once again. Quadramin with a good looking ball. Can Can they break the deadlock? Oh no, but scrambled away by Triangle. That was a golden opportunity. Into the 95th minute, and Triangle have just been released from jail.
Triangle released from jail. But if you look at it, the way they defended that ball, it was so resolute. You would then ask yourself, shouldn't the football gods award Triangle by winning this encounter, by proceeding through to the next round? The ball was pumped into the box, a header, missed the header, and then a shot was taken at goal. The goalkeeper was well positioned to save it. Then a follow-through attempt was disturbed and eventually cleared by Triangle. So Triangle survived. First time of asking by Ngezi FC Platinum.
Yes, Ngezi Platinum wanted to emulate Dimbare, who yesterday scored in the very last minute by Felix Hammond to make it 1-1, and the referee has blown to end the match here at Baobab Stadium. But don't go away, because we are still talking about the two teams. They are going to prepare for penalties. And Joe, if you can just take us through the 90 minutes. I mean, which team? Well, I know you said Triangle should have, the gods should have smiled on Triangle for effort. But I think Ngezi Platinum had their chances as well.
Yeah, Ngezi Platinum have had their chances as well, but they've been far and spread in between. Whereas Triangle have been persistent. They've been coming and coming. We also saw that they had a goal that was disallowed. And of course, it's debatable. Anything can be said about that. But in terms of respect, we need to respect Triangle. They came out to fight. They came out to win. So as we go into the penalties, what that means is this is the first draw between the two teams in the last 5 encounters. They haven't played a draw in the last 5 clashes that they've had. So it's the first draw in 5 games. But what we now need now is a form of luck. That free kick that was flighted in there, or to the near post. And of course we saw the the game was also physical, Stanley. The game was also physical. We saw a number of tackles that came in that were exchanged between the two teams. It was a very physical game. And of course the referee had his authority on the game. We saw him flashing a number of cards. You look at that goal that was disallowed. You see, he was tackled in the first place and he kept persisting. He went even for the second ball. He shot the ball towards goal, which was saved by the goalkeeper. But of course, the follow-through contact of his leg, that was what the referee adjudged, in my view, to have been a foul on the host team against the Platinum goalkeeper. But Triangle should be given respect for coming out fighting. I think it was a case of a proverbial visitor telling the host to feel free and feel at home because they were not respectful. Triangle, that is.
Yeah, that's a good one. Of course, Triangle certainly showing no respect at all for their hosts here. As we take a look at the free kick that came off the upright. This could have been a goal. And Sadiki was such a problem. The goalkeeper as well, Mrasiranwa, must be commended for a job well done. And this is one of the corner kicks that were quickly taken. And Ngezi Platinum, of course, counting themselves lucky, because there were occasions when they should have conceded and they didn't. Like on that occasion, anyone on the blind side could have scored that goal, but unfortunately there was no one to convert it. Another chance once again, and Ngezi Platinum with their own questions. And you talked of the game being very physical. The players didn't want an instance whereby you miss the ball and the man. They would rather miss the ball and not the man. And Karengesha, when he was introduced, I thought that he was going to bring back the form that we used to know him, and this was the closest that Ngezi Platinum could have scored through Delik Murimba. Another desperate defending action from Triangle, who are now into their group huddle with the coach giving them instructions and possibly asking for divine intervention. Tekshua should agree with these charges as well. And it will be interesting to have a look at the disallowed goal for Triangle. This one was flicked away. Let's take a look at it again. The crowd are slowly preparing to disperse, but they will have to wait for the penalty shootout. As you can see, some of the players. This is the incident. The striker fell, the goalkeeper came off his line, failed to get hold of the ball. Sadiki planted it into the net, but the referee had seen something that he didn't like. Here's the other chance. Well, this one, I don't think there will be many, so many arguments, because Mawadza was way offside. But the first one, we will still ask one or two questions. And now it looks like the referee is ready with the penalty shootout. The Triangle goalkeeper, well, both goalkeepers, of course, are being given the instructions on what they should do. Nomosh Nyerere of Triangle will be the first one to take the penalty. Nomosh Nyerere versus Darlington Murambiwa. Murasiranwa rather. Murasiranwa giving Nyerere an intimidating look, spreading his hands out, trying to make himself very big. Nyerere with his left foot comes through, saved by the goalkeeper. What a dive by Murasiranwa. Advantage Ngezi Platinum.
Advantage Ngezi Platinum. The referee, the goalkeeper guessing it right, going to his left, and which is where Murasiranwa sent the ball, and his penalty kick being saved. So advantage Ngezi.
Yes, it is. Advantage Ngezi Platinum. Nyerere failing to score. Now, this is Chiguida. This is the kick. Yeah, the goalkeeper parried the ball onto the post and out of play. So big Chiguida, Kudzai Chiguida versus Takunda Chikosi. Still 0-0, but Ngezi Platinum have got 5 kicks. Here they come, and easily into the back of the net. 1-0, Madamburo. Some nervy moments here. Murasiranwa back between the sticks. And it's Mawadza, the vice captain, who is now wearing the captain's armband. Here is Chiguida sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. Here is Mawadza. Can he restore parity? Mawadza. Oh, he gets it in. Well struck by the big defender. 1-1 the scoreline, but it's still advantage Ngezi Platinum. They've got more kicks to take. This is the second kick. No one can save that one. Into the corner. Yes, Kadramin, the veteran for Ngezi Platinum, Madamburo. He is one of the few original players for Ngezi Platinum. I'm trying to look around and see if there's anyone still around. Kadramin. You wonder why he has gone down and planted his head into the ground. He's a Muslim. This is what nearly most Muslims that I see who play football, Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, and now Quadramin. There he is, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. Madamburo 2, triangle 1. And here's a chance now for Manford Mudzimu to find an equalizer. Manford Mudzimu plants it into the back of the net. 2-2. But then Triangle have already taken 3 of their penalties. Ngezi Platinum have got 4 left. Can Takunda Chikosi save this one, which is going to be taken by Mzenda? If he does, it will restore parity. Young Mzenda, Nisbet Mzenda. Here is the scoreline, 2-2, but Triangle have taken 3 times. Nisbet Mzenda easily beating the goalkeeper. And did you notice something, George? The goalkeeper for Triangle is always going to his right.
Yes, he's always going to his right. But at the same time also, if you look at the balls that have been scored by Triangle themselves, there's only one goal, one kick that went to their left, and the other goals they've gone to their right. So probably one of the shots is going to be saved by the Ngezi goalkeeper.
That is if he manages to change at the right time. Here's the big man, Masilelo. Ngezi Platinum 3, Triangle 2. Masilelo easily beating the goalkeeper. Now the other penalty will come for Ngezi Platinum. Masilelo scores. And it's now, should be 3-3 by now. Number 28 is Ashwin Karengesha. Referee says, let's go. Karengesha. Saved by the goalkeeper. Ashwin Karengesha failing to beat Chikosi. It's even Stevens. It was weak and very close to the goalkeeper, who went down and saved his effort. Now Triangle will have to score this one to stay in the game. It's been taken by Praise Machengete. Machengete into the bottom corner. My word, these guys are brave. Praise Machengete slotting the ball into the bottom corner. Triangle now with the advantage, because if Madamburo Castigus cannot score, it will be the end of the story. Confirmation of the scoreline, 4-3. Now Madamburo with the 5th penalty kick, and easily beats the goalkeeper. 4-4 it is. We are now moving into sudden death. It's now sudden death. Castigo cleverly putting the ball to the other side. 4-4 it is, as Tawanda Chatuluka comes on. He was playing as a striker, didn't have a look in at the defense at all. Now he has got the opportunity of beating the Madambura goal minder. Darlington Murasranwa. Referee says let's go. Even Stevens 4-4. Here's Chatuluka. Into the corner, but the goalkeeper was very close. Very close indeed. Yeah, you have to respect this young goalkeeper from Madamburo when it comes to penalties. He dived well, but those penalties were expertly taken. 5-4 it is. And now, jersey number 27, Brooklyn Katumba. Let's see if Brooklyn Katumba can keep Madamburo in the game here. Cleverly taken, making it difficult for the goal minder there, sending him the wrong way. 5-5 it is. Pressure is building up. And out of your picture I can see Bamara, jersey number 6. For Triangle. And this goalkeeper has got an intimidating posture. Now, Munashe Bamara stands on the ball. Referee says let's go. Bamara sends him the wrong way. To Triangle. We've got some expert penalty takers here. Triangle 6. Ngezi Platinum 5. Now it's Delik Mrimba. The man who came on as a substitute nearly scored with his first touch. Mrimba moving away a few meters. Here he comes now. And he misses it! And it's all over. Triangle have won it. 6-5 on penalties. Delik Mrimba shooting wide, giving Triangle the ticket to the next round. It's always heartbreaking when penalties are being taken. You have heroes and you will have villains. And unfortunately today, it's Delik Mrimba who looked very confident when he ran up to take the penalty. And he blazed it wide. So celebrations at Kibo Stadium, your team has done it. After a 0-0 draw, penalties ended with Triangle scoring 6, Ngezi Platinum 5. So Triangle are the winners of this first round proper. They joined other teams that will have won this afternoon, and then the Ngezi coach have a word or two to the match officials led by Juanele Manenda. Of course, there were split decisions. That's always the case. It certainly is a good day for Triangle. They didn't have many traveling fans. They've managed to come all the way from Ngezi to win this one. You can see they are going across to some of their fans who are clad in red, waving to them to say, well done, boys. Genesis Mangombe, of course, doing a fantastic job. I must say, Triangle was the better side in this particular encounter. They were unfortunate to have 2 goals disallowed. And finally, when it came to the penalty shootout, they managed to win it by 6 goals to 5. So Ngezi Platinum fell flat face down in front of their home crowd through a penalty shootout. And if the truth be told, I think it reflects the correct trend of this game, because Ngezi Platinum did not ask any pertinent questions at all. It's the team in red that looked more prepared. They came here with a winning mentality. They played on Wednesday, beat Kwekwe United, a goal from Ali Sadiki. And then when they came here, they couldn't score during regulation time, but they also kept a clean sheet, which means we had to go for penalties. And they won.
Another Chibuku super shocker. Nobody fancied, not many people I should say, fancied Triangle United, but they did it 6-5 after penalties. It was 0-0, like what happened yesterday at Mandava. So I'm joined now by Ngezi Platinum head coach. We call him Deco. He's Tekshua Chiragwi. Well, tough luck, coach. You lost through a lottery, and that's how sometimes it goes. Your reflections of the match.
Yeah, thank you so much, CNN. I just want to thank God, and I appreciate also the effort. But generally, into the game, I think we didn't play our game today. Yeah, to be honest, and they really wanted to win. It was difficult the whole 90 minutes. Yes, there and there we get some chances where we thought it was going to take us home, especially with the way that we played today. But that's how it is. Sometimes also God favors those who want more. So I think they deserve to win, and they did very well. So we congratulate Triangle and wish them well for the second round.
So is the focus now, your focus on the league, just the league now?
Yeah, if there's no any tournament that is coming up, we just need to focus on the league so that we move forward. It's not the end of the day. It's part of the game. Football is like that. At the end of the day, there must be one team that has to go down, and it's unfortunate today. It's Ngezi Platinum. We have to take it. That's how it is in football, and we hope to win the next game that we're going to play if we resume our league games.
Well, thank you so much, Deco. Tough luck.
Thank you.
Yep. That was Deco, the losing coach. Just getting a hug. Don't know if you got that, I'm sure you did. Getting a hug from the victorious head coach of Triangle United, Kaka, Genesis Mangombe. I must tell you, Genesis Mangombe has won this cup before, so it won't be a new thing if he goes all the way to the final. But anyway, congratulations, coach. And how did it feel when your guys went into that lottery?
Yeah, it is very difficult when we reach those moments. But in a game of football, you have to play it until it ends. But I'm happy with the character of the boys, because we missed the first penalty, and you see, because of that character, we came back and we managed to win the game. Yeah.
Kaka, you won this cup with Dynamos. Are you already thinking of getting there again to the final stage?
Yeah, we are. I think you saw the way we are playing. We are doing very well. Even some of the goals which I thought one or two the referee was going to accept. But you know, it's a game of football. They are closer to the situation, and at times maybe there was infringement, there was rough play, I don't know. But you see, we were superior, we are better than the opponents, if I can say, because our entries into the box, we have so many entries, we have so many clear-cut chances, and at the end of the day we managed to win. So it means we are building something. But you know, we have a problem that we are also trying to fight relegation, and at the same time we focus on Chibuku. So we'll try to level it up and see how it ends.
Okay. Congratulations, Coach Kaka, and SF Jenny back to Triangle.
Thank you very much, CNN. Thank you, boss.
Right, that's Kaka for you. Yes, still harboring intentions of going all the way. Because yes, when he was at Dynamos last year, he won it against Ngezi Platinum. So he seems to have a thing for something against Triangle United, Ngezi Platinum. Yes, he won it with Dynamos last year against Ngezi Platinum. Well, that's just about it. It was quite exciting. I'm sure you will agree with me. Thanks for watching. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing here on ZBC TV from everybody from the ZBC TV sports crew behind the scenes, fronted by our producers Bevan Shenurai, Stuart Shoriwa, Tinashe Manyoni, and Gina Gwanzura. We all say, remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, CNN Mabika. Until we meet again, it's bye-bye for now.